What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 18th lecture of this series of Python for Oil and Gas. And today we'll be starting to learn about loops. What are different kind of loops in the Python which are available for us? So let's get started with this video. So first of all, we'll look about while loops. What are while loops and how can we implement the while loops? What are its uses uses in the Python? How can we use it in different ways? Okay, so let's get started. So why we use loops? First of all, we use loops when we need to repeat some code again and again. So when we need to write something again and again and again, so it is preferable to use loops because it is a lot more easier and convenient to write a loop rather than writing something again and again. Okay, now let's go for a while loop. So while loop is used if we want to print something until a given condition is true. Let's say we have a condition, that condition as long that condition is true, we can use while loop and print the required results. So let's say what I do, let's say I want to print this statement of Python from scratch. Okay, this Python from scratch I want to print, let's say 100 times. So this is I'll have to write it again and again and again to 100 times. Like I'll have to write this way. I'll have to just copy this and write this, write this, write this, write this, and so on and so on. So it will make my work tough, very tough, right? So just ignore this part. So if I just so in this much of time I have just written 4 to 5 6 lines. So just imagine that how much time I'll take to write about 100 times. So that is why while loops come into a picture. So how can we write a while loop? It's very simple. We just need to give it a condition. It is not related to our output. It can be any condition which is true, right? So what I have done is, let's say, okay, I'll just ignore this one. I'll rewrite it again. Let's say I have a variable C called, that is, let's say I have a variable A that is equals to 1. You'll understand why I am writing this variable A equals to 1. You'll understand very soon. Now for writing a while loop, what you do is just write while, and after that just write the condition. Let's say I want to write A less than equal to 99. Let's say I write A less than equal to 101. Okay, just take a simple example. Just I write 5 here. So now what it means is that while this condition is true, means while A is less than equal to 5 is true, what you do is just print Python from scratch. Okay, so as long as this condition is true, it will print a Python from scratch. So and okay, let's do it. Just let's run this code. So you can see it's keep printing and printing. It's printing and printing and printing. I need to stop that, right? It is printing. So you can see the cell is still running. It is still running because we haven't given it a limit. This is one thing you need to keep in mind. So it will print infinite times of Python from scratch, but I don't need that. It will take my CPU usage. See, you can see how much longer it is. So what I need to do is I need to stop this code, right? I'll have to stop it manually from here. So this becomes an infinite loop. There are infinite times petroleum from scratch written here. So what this becomes is, this become infinite loop, infinite while loop. Okay, so to avoid this kind of problem, what we have to do is see here I have manually stopped this cell. That is why it is showing like this. I'll just copy this one again and just paste it here. Now to avoid this infinite loop, what we can do is we can give a condition again here. So let's say if A is 1 at initial condition, right? Then afterwards I have given a condition, as long as A is less than equal to 5, you have to print this Python from scratch. Now what I'll do is I'll just make changes in a itself, a plus 1. I've done it here. So what is happening here, see, it is very important to understand that at first when it is starting, the value of a is equals to 1. Okay, now we have this condition. Now a is 1, so 1 is less than equal to 5. It is true, so it will print Python from scratch one time. Now after that we have given it a condition. Now we have incremented a value of a to 1. Now a becomes 2. Okay, now a have become 2 here. Now it will go again there at the first step. Now a is 2, so it will check this condition again. So 2 is less than equal to 5, true, so it will print it again. Now afterwards, then 2 plus 1, a becomes 3. So afterwards, then now 3 is again less than equals to 5. It is true, so again Python from scratch. Now 3 becomes 4, and then 4 is, this condition is also true, again it will print Python from scratch. Then 4 plus 1, 5, and then 5 is less than equal to 5 is also true, then so it will again print Python from scratch. So this is how we can avoid the infinite loop. Now you can see that it has printed it only 5 times, because the only 5 times the condition is true. See, if the a is 5, now after a is equal to 5, this condition is true, it has printed this statement. Now afterwards a becomes 6, right? Now a becomes 6, so a is 6 is not less than equal to 5. This condition becomes false, and that is why it is not printing more Python from scratch. This is how we can make use of different conditions in while loop. Okay, now for example, I told you about printing Python from scratch 100 times in just a few seconds ago. So what I can do is I'll just change it from here, and I'll see 101. I'll do it here 100. Okay, so till the condition when a value of a is less than equal to 100, it will print Python from scratch. So you can see it is getting printed, and it is about 100 times. It is 100 times there. Great. Okay, now we have this step is called initialization. Okay, this is called initialization, and this is called a while while statement with a condition. And afterwards, after this while statement, everything will come under as a while loop, sorry, a while block. And this is known as a incremental, because we are increasing here value, incremental. Now let's take another example. We can also use a decremental here instead of incremental. What that is, now let's say the next cell here, let's say this example. Okay, so here I have taken c equals to 5. We can take anything, it is not a mandatory that we have to take a, and you can take any value with your choice. So this step is called initialization. This is the condition. Now what the condition is, I'm saying that as long as c is greater than equal to 1, we want to print Python from scratch. Okay, now this time what I have done is I have, okay, this thing is new for you. I have written here, I just wanted to write c equals to c minus 1. Okay, so this we can also rewrite it as, this is the same thing as c equals c, just write minus and then equal to 1. So both are the same thing, we can write it in both ways. So this is also correct, and this is also correct. Okay, we can write it in the same manner. So I have written here c equals to c minus 1. For your convenience, I'll just rewrite it again as a c equals to c minus 1. Okay, so now what will happen is, you might have guessed that this value of 5, it comes to while loop, check the condition that 5 is greater than 1, correct, it is true, it will print Python from scratch. Then 5 becomes now 5 minus 1, so it becomes 4. So it will go again to the top, to the condition. Now 4 is greater than equal to 1, correct, Python from scratch. It will go in the same manner till 1. So now 1 is also greater than equal to 1, it will print the Python from scratch. But now this 1 becomes 0. Now it go again. When this comes again in this condition, now 0 is not greater than equal to 1. This condition becomes false. So it will stop here. It will not print the Python from scratch now. So if I check this, so this is how a while loop works. Okay, So while loop runs until a given condition is true. I have told you this, and yes, I've also told you infinite loop. I've also told you about infinite loop as well. Okay, let's take one more example of infinite loop. What I'll do is, I have a variable named pressure here. Okay, name press. This is my variable name. Press equals to 2000. Okay, now what I'm doing is, what I'm giving condition is that while this press is less than 3000. Okay, while this press is 3000, what I want to print is that the value of press is not abnormal pressure, whatever value is press. Now you will understand here how the incrementing is happening, incremental or decremental, how it happens in this example. And after printing every time that pressure is not an abnormal pressure, this is again a string formatting. It is increasing to the value of 100. Each time incremental is of 100. So if I do this, now see what happens here. Let's take a small value here to make you understand better. 2400, let's say. Okay, now see what is happening. Our initialization is at press equals to 2000. Okay, it means our pressure is 2000 psi at initial. Now it goes to this condition that while this 2000 is less than 2400 condition is true, it will print whatever the value of press is, and it will print that pressure is not an abnormal pressure. Okay, so this time it has printed this one when the press was 2000. Now after printing this statement, it comes to this downward step. Now the press is increasing to 100 value. So now the 2000 becomes 2100. Now this 2100 goes back, come to this loop condition. Now it checks that 2100 is greater than 2400. Yes, it is. So it will print down. It will now print down that 2100 is not an abnormal pressure, which is here in the second line. You can see here. Now it goes to the last step of the code where it is again increasing by 100. So now 2100 becomes 2200. Now it goes to 2200. Again check the condition is true. It print down that 2200 is not an abnormal pressure. Again it increase the value of 100 and then go and then. So it is going up to 2300. Okay, as soon as it becomes 2400, as soon as this pressure becomes 2400, this condition becomes false because we haven't included the equals to sign here, right? So so it is not printing that 2400 is not an abnormal pressure. So I think this is a lot better example than the previous one to understand how the values of initializer is changing or decreasing. Okay, if I do, I have already told you that if I just ignore this, if I just remove this incremental or any decremental which is present here, then what happens will be, then there is no condition and there will be not a limit to this loop, and it will run an infinite times of loop. So if I run this, so it will run an infinite times. So you can see the code is still running here, the cell is still running. It will keep running till tomorrow also if I don't stop it manually. So this is this is how it is printing a infinite values. It is keep printing. I can scroll down here from there. See, this is how much has it printed in this much time only. So I'll have to stop it manually. Takes time sometimes. Okay, it has been stopped now. Okay, so this is all about basics of while loops, what we can do. Now we can do many other things with the help of while loops, which I'll be telling you in the next video. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for joining us.